On January 20th, 2025, history was made as President Donald Trump was sworn in for his second term, officially becoming the 47th President of the United States. The inauguration marked a significant moment in U.S. politics, following a highly contentious election. Trump's victory sent a clear message about the ongoing divisions and shifting political dynamics in the country. With a renewed focus on domestic and international policies, his second term promises bold moves in areas like foreign relations, the economy, and national security. A new chapter began for the nation, and the world is watching closely.
Before we dive into discussing these leaders, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any future videos. Stay updated with the latest content and insights right here on the channel. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's get started.
Trump's first major diplomatic move. On January 21, 2025, just one day after his second inauguration, President Donald Trump welcomed Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba to the White House for a high-stakes meeting. This marked Trump's first official face-to-face with a world leader in his second term, signaling Japan's strategic importance in his foreign policy. The meeting focused on strengthening the U.S.-Japan alliance, trade agreements, and military cooperation in the Indo-Pacific. With growing tensions in the region, China's assertiveness and North Korea's missile tests were hot topics. Trump and Ishiba reportedly discussed boosting joint military drills and expanding economic ties to counter regional threats. In a joint press conference, both leaders emphasized unbreakable friendship and economic cooperation, with Ishiba reaffirming Japan's commitment to the alliance. Trump, known for his America First stance, hinted at tougher trade negotiations, but praised Japan as a key ally in maintaining regional stability. What does this mean for U.S.-Japan relations? Could this set the tone for Trump's foreign policy in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. On February 12, 2025, President Donald Trump had a 90-minute phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin. This marked the first direct contact between the two leaders since early 2022, making the conversation especially significant. The two discussed several key global issues, including the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and the state of U.S.-Russia relations. Both leaders expressed a willingness to negotiate peace and stabilize their countries' relations after years of tensions. The call also highlighted Trump's continued interest in playing a major diplomatic role on the global stage, despite the complicated history between the two nations. As the world watched closely, this conversation set the stage for future negotiations and potentially marked a new chapter in international diplomacy. Trump's approach towards Putin has always been a topic of intrigue, and this call could have wide-reaching implications, not just for U.S.-Russia ties, but for the entire geopolitical landscape. As peace talks loom, this conversation could be a stepping stone toward resolving the conflict in Ukraine and reshaping the future of global politics. Stay tuned, as the developments from this call could shape the international scene in the coming months. On February 14, 2025, President Donald Trump hosted 4 foreign leaders in just 2 weeks, signaling a busy start to his second term. Among the notable visitors was Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, who joined the list of key international figures meeting with President Trump to discuss important global issues. These diplomatic engagements are significant as they reflect Trump's strategic focus on strengthening global alliances, particularly with Japan, a key ally in Asia. The meetings are also seen as part of broader efforts to address critical issues like the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, international trade, and regional security. The fast-paced nature of these high-level discussions shows Trump's commitment to his foreign policy priorities early into his second term. The world was closely watching these interactions, as they could shape the direction of U.S. foreign relations for the coming years. With tensions in Eastern Europe and global economic challenges, Trump's diplomatic outreach to world leaders like Prime Minister Ishiba could play a key role in reshaping international dynamics. Stay tuned as these diplomatic efforts unfold, shaping the course of global politics in 2025 and beyond.
Be sure to like and subscribe to keep up with the latest international news.
On February 4, 2025, President Donald Trump welcomed Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to the White House for a historic meeting. The two leaders discussed strengthening U.S.-Israel relations, particularly focusing on security, economic cooperation, and the Middle East peace process. This meeting came on the heels of a major diplomatic shift with the recent normalization of relations between Israel and several Arab nations. Trump and Netanyahu hailed these achievements, emphasizing the importance of stability and peace in the region. They also explored new avenues for collaboration on technological advancements, with particular attention on cyber defense and military cooperation. Netanyahu expressed his gratitude for Trump's unwavering support for Israel, including his administration's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital, and the strategic decision to withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal. The leaders also touched on countering Iranian influence in the Middle East, a central point in their diplomatic dialogue. The meeting symbolized the deepening alliance between the US and Israel as both countries continue to navigate complex geopolitical challenges. President Trump's commitment to Israel was underscored, while Netanyahu expressed confidence in further strengthening their partnership, not just for peace but for a secure and prosperous future in the region. So, there you have it. President Trump's first 26 days back in office have been packed with high-stakes diplomacy. From Japan to Israel, Russia to Ukraine, he's wasting no time reshaping US foreign policy. The big question now, what's next? Will his talks with Putin and Zelensky lead to real peace? Can he strengthen alliances while keeping America first? The world is watching, and the next few months could define his second term. One thing's for sure, this is just the beginning. Stay tuned because history is unfolding right before our eyes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.